Hi, everyone. This is Lenora DeRoy, health coach and yoga teacher. And I just wanted to share with you how to do sun salutations. There's a lot of confusion out there. And as a yoga teacher, I see so many people doing it wrong, including other yoga teachers. And so I just wanted to break down sun salutations for you. We'll be doing a couple together, 5 total, and then finish up with a short meditation just to get you started off on a great note on this Friday and be able to really sink in and set intentions. Also, for the new moon happening, new moon is a wonderful time to be setting intentions and letting them go and manifesting our dreams and what we want. And so if you'll just stand up with me and we will start this off. And you may not be able to see my entire body, but we're just going to do our best to work together here. So come to your mat. I want your feet directly under your hips. Your feet can be together, but for balance purposes, it might be easier to have them under the hips. And we'll take an inhale here. Raising the arms above the head, really reaching, and just for fun, let's actually do some lateral bends to help warm up the spine, also called half moon pose. So actually with feet together and hands in steeple mudra above your head, arms up here. We'll go over to your left, really try to straighten the arms and hold the biceps on the outside of the ears. And coming up on an inhale, reaching up, inhale, and exhale to your right. Just take it easier. Don't try to force yourself way down here. We're just warming up the spine and feeling a nice stretch on the side body. And inhaling, coming back up. Exhale, let your arms float down, and now we'll start our sun salutations. So with feet planted under the hips, really standing up tall, holding the belly into the spine, releasing the tailbone down, and rolling our shoulders back and down, head is high. We'll inhale, exhale, floating down with a flat back, and then release. From here, let's hang for a moment, maybe pedal out the legs like this. Breathing, deep breathing. And I'll go over some breathing in a moment. So hang here. On an inhale, I want your hands to come to your shins and lift with a flat back. So that may mean you need to put sometimes people are like this and think this is a flat back, but you can see how there's still a curve here. So I want you to flatten your back and still look down somewhat at the floor, not in front of you because we don't want to be straining our necks, and come back down on an exhale. Now plant your hands on either side of your feet directly under your shoulders. And step back into plank as if you were about to do a push-up. So this is plank, high plank. Down here might be considered low plank. So hands under the shoulders, really holding in the belly, pulling in from top to bottom. So your toes are pulling into midline, and so is your upper body to really create that flat back here. Take an inhale, lean over your wrists so that your shoulders your elbows will be aligned over the wrists when you come down into chaturanga. Only 90 degrees here. Inhale, toes curl under. So the tops of my toes are on the mat, pointing straight back. My shoulders are directly over my wrists, and I'm inhaling here in upward facing dog. On an exhale, keeping the integrity of the core, tucking my toes under, coming into downward facing dog. So I want you to take 5 deep breaths here. Really press into the hands. Make sure your hands are spread out wide. Really press into your finger pads here. And the breathing is filling up the chest first, then the ribs, expanding the ribs out, and filling up the belly. On the exhale, holding the belly into the spine, exhaling from the ribs and chest. So really focus on your breathing. And if you're still in downward facing dog, go ahead and come down. Rest in child pose for a moment. Sit back on your heels. Stretch your arms forward. If you can release your head down, great. If not, if you have a block or something, a pillow, place your head on the block and relax for a moment. And so when you think about downward facing dog, remember I said your hands are spread out wide, really pressing into the floor, lifting away from the shoulders here. So my hips are lifting high, my back is straight here, kind of in an upside down V shape. And most of the weight is in my feet. You're releasing the head down in that position. And a lot of people think your heels have to touch the mat, that your foot has to be flat on the floor. That's not the case for most people. So don't be worried about trying to get your heels down. Just do the best you can in that position. If you have any wrist issues, you can come up onto fists, which is a little bit harder. But once again, just do the best you can. If upward facing dog is too much, there's always cobra. So coming all the way down to the mat instead of going into chaturanga, hands right under the shoulders, and just inhale right here. Exhale, coming down. All right, I said we would do 5 sun salutations, but I want you to go ahead and do a few more on your own. You can watch me one more time if that feels good to you. We'll do one together. So standing up in mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, arms reaching high. Exhale, forward fold, diving down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Plant the hands. Take an inhale up here in plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana, or come all the way down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now for a little meditation to finish us off. I have my lovely little pillow. It says Divine Wisdom Guides Me. Can't remember where I bought it, but I'm sure my sister just found a really awesome one on Etsy. So elevating the hips really helps when sitting in a cross-legged position. So I like to do that. Really makes it more comfortable. You can sit on a block or a pillow, or just sit on your chair, plant the feet directly on the floor. Excuse me. This is a beautiful singing bowl my mom bought me. Tips for singing bowls: you might want to take your rings off so that you can have a clear sound. This one has Ganesh, remover of obstacles, amongst other things, in the center. So I want you to just close your eyes and relax. breathing. And what we'll do here is place your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your belly, or switch that if it feels more comfortable. And we'll practice that 3-part breath here, only done in yoga, or maybe when you're feeling stressed out. So filling up the chest first, so feeling that rise in the chest where your hand's at over your heart. Feeling the ribs expand to the sides and the belly kind of blowing up like a balloon. And exhale, belly comes midline in towards the spine, hugging in, feeling the hand come in towards the spine as well. Feeling the ribs, the chest release back down. So do this a few more times. Totally focused and enraptured on the inspiration and expiration of your respiration. And slowly bring the hands, palms up on the knees. Hands can come to heart center. You may open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in this short little practice. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can check out my website at healthcoachlenora.com. You can go to Facebook, you can go to Twitter, and you can always email me. Going to healthcoachlenora.com in the contact form. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you think. And if there's any way I can support you, I would love to do that as well. I wish you a beautiful weekend, and I'm looking forward to being in touch. Thank you.